Jr. Don't owe you a thing. Good morning, everybody. Florentine in studio. Nice. I like this. I like this setup.
Yeah.
And Sherrod, I think.
Yeah, Sherrod's coming in later, you said.
Oh, later?
I don't know. Maybe now. I don't know.
Whatever. Whenever he shows up. Those people tend to be late. Right, Mars? Huh? Mars.
Comedians?
I like how Mars sits on the couch for the first 15 minutes of the show, giggles and laughs to himself, and then he's like, yeah, I've had enough for today, and then he goes and does his job.
Yeah, he starts out the show as our Ed McMahon.
Yeah.
Just sitting there laughing on the couch, and then, but you're right. About 20 minutes in, he's just like, all right.
He's got his fill.
I've gotten my fill of the show.
I got my laughs out, so I thought this mic smelled bad. I guess, it might be my breath. Fuck. All right. Sorry.
Is it bad?
I don't know. I brushed and I fucking flossed. I did the whole routine.
If that mic smells bad, it's you.
Nah, the mic's all right. My food pocket might be acting up.
Then we have to deal with that as comics. You got two people handling the mic before you get on stage, or three, and it reeks.
Do clubs always replace the mics, or
Never?
No.
So I mean, that's not even those two comics. You're talking about a lifetime.
A lifetime every night.
Club microphones are horrendous.
Wednesday night at the club is an open mic night, so there's about 20 different comics on the stage handling it. Then the next night is the three comics and the three, and there's two shows. No, there's never.
Their bad breath plaque is just splattering onto the microphone into those tiny little grooves. They can't get at them.
The cleaning crew, when they come in, never touches the microphone when they're cleaning.
Yeah. Nothing worse than when you grab a bad fucking microphone like that smells bad.
And you're in front of the crowd and you want to get in the zone and just get in your own little thing, and then you could smell that mic and your thoughts are all over the place as you're trying to.
You ever find any old food in it?
You could see pieces of little food in those microphones.
Can, right?
Yeah,
just a smell coming off it. And then if a guy's got the flu, sometimes you're backstage and a guy's like, dude, I've had the flu for like 4 days and I'm really sick, or I got a stomach virus, and then he's handling the mic before you, and then you basically just gets handed off to you.
Aren't you immune at this point to most sicknesses?
A lot of times, but then you got to shake hands with a lot of people after the show.
You got a fist bump, brother.
No, I don't. I'll just
Do a little
shake
fist
it.
bump.
I just shake it and then I go wash my hands afterwards.
And then you give it a good washing.
Yeah.
I got the seasonal allergies just hit.
Is that right?
I think so. I got the scratchy throat. So maybe that's what it is. I've been gulping all night, so maybe I gotta get some more mouthwash in or something. You suffer from allergies?
Once in a while, yeah.
Once in a while,
where I moved to with trees all around and shit like that, and the pollen.
Yeah,
I never had them before living in a high rise. That's weird that you have them.
I'm moving some boxes around. I'm fucking doing this and that. So
I don't know if there's any pollen in those boxes. It's old books.
I'm allergic to dust. If you need to know.
What are you, 5?
I have 5.
Are you allergic to peanuts too? You can't have peanut butter either.
I can tell you. I mean, I had allergies for most of my life, and I diagnosed myself. So I decided one day that I was allergic to peanuts and peanut butter, and I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So I decided not to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for about 7 years. And then I finally got tested. Sherrod Small in studio. I finally got tested by an allergist. And I learned that I was not allergic to peanut butter. So then I went home and ate like 3
Of course you weren't.
Sandwiches.
Why did you think you were?
Because I told you, I self-diagnosed myself. One day I had shrimp and I got a little itchy, so I'm like, okay, you're allergic to shrimp as well. So I stopped eating shrimp. And then I decided I was allergic to tomatoes, so I stopped eating spaghetti.
You're hanging around Voss too much.
This was years ago. And then I finally got the shots where they shoot up your entire arm, and then they see what kind of swells, and then they tell you what you're allergic to. So in the end, I was not allergic to peanut butter, not allergic to tomatoes, and not allergic to shellfish a la shrimp.
That's why doctors get paid.
So then I found out I was allergic to cats, dogs, dust, trees, and grass. So I asked the allergist what trees and what grass, and they said all trees and all grass.
If he had a house in the suburbs, he wouldn't be clogged up every day.
You can't be allergic to all grass.
No, you can't, and all trees.
I like rolling around in the grass, too. But now I look at it as evil.
I bet you'd be fine if you rolled around in the grass.
No, I've tried. It's not fun.
What happens to you?
I gotta not touch grass at this point.
What?
So when your kid wants to go play in the park, you're not gonna roll around.
I'm very careful. If I roll around, then I can't touch my eyes because they'll get all red. And
this was your whole life?
Itchy.
Wait, this was...
No, this is just like in the last few years.
Okay.
No, it's pretty much my whole life. They thought I had asthma growing up, but it turned out I was allergic to the family pets.
Oh,
and then I had
okay.
I'm very allergic to cats, so I had 2 cats. So every day I was a mess in my old apartment.
I could see the cats, but not the grass and the trees.
Yeah, like being allergic to pet dander is okay.
Pet dander?
Dander.
That's what you're allergic to.
No, I
yeah.
know.
That's what'll get you every time.
I just hate when someone says dander. Most people just say they're allergic to cats.
No, it's the dander.
Yeah. You don't like that word?
No, I hate the word dander.
Can't blame an animal
I
for
understand
dander.
what you're actually allergic to, but most people just dumb it down and say I'm allergic to cats, dogs, and whatever.
But if you
else.
know if the dogs don't shed, you're not allergic to them.
Oh, I know, because now my kids are getting to that age where they want a fucking dog.
Get a silky
I'm
Yorkie.
not getting
you
a-
might be walking around with a Yorkie, just like I was.
I got one. It's
but
you can't.
You have a yard though,
Yeah.
so you can just say, all right, go shit. In the city, you have to fucking decide when the dog shits. You have to take it for those walks every day.
The walks in the city ain't so bad.
Fuck that.
It's not so bad.
I seen these guys miserable, all bundled up in the winter, miserable that they have a dog and they have to go outside so the thing could shit.
You're rich. Get a dog walker.
Dog walker.
Yeah.
He's right. He's right about both counts. Yeah.
So that's a good
A
idea.
little dog can shit on a pad. You put a pad down. They shit and piss on the pad. Yeah,
I
wee-wee
wouldn't
pad.
recommend it, though.
You don't
Huh?
want one of
I
those
only
dogs.
use that when I'm like, I'm gonna be out too late. So I just say, all right, now I ain't gonna have you in here with your legs crossed.
So you just let him shit in the house?
Yeah.
If I'm out too late, whoring it up, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
You got priorities, right?
it's like a Tootsie Roll turd with those little dogs.
I honestly wouldn't care if
That's all it is.
It is, you're right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care if a German Shepherd shit in my place if it meant I didn't have to go outside with it.
What?
No. If you
I'm serious. What's
nobody,
the difference between small poop and big poop?
It's easier to clean
way
up.
more poop.
All right,
With
but
the
It's
little ones.
embarrassing too.
why is it embarrassing?
When you picking up a big chunk of shit
Right.
and the dog's just looking in your face, teasing you, it ain't worth it. If you shit bigger than me, you got to pay rent. That's how I see it.
And plus, it's going to smell more when it's a big pile coming from a German Shepherd compared to a little
That's true too.
Yorkie.
I don't know. Those little dogs could get something done though.
Nah, it's not. It's not bad.
I will never get over the people that walk their dogs in the city and then it's a big huge pile of poop and then they take that plastic bag out to fucking
And
pick up the
feel
poop
it.
and pick up the poop.
I know it's not getting on your hands, but
Right. It makes me laugh every single time. You would think I'd be used to that by now, and I wouldn't, laugh like an idiot.
I would just hold the bag to the dog's ass.
Right.
Just let him shit right in the bag. I'm not picking it up on the ground.
They bend all the way over and they just grab it with their little baggie.
But even
and
with
then
that glove, I still use a paper towel because I don't want to feel.
Oh, you don't
the
want to
shit.
feel the shit through the
Yeah.
No.
They use sandwich bags basically.
Yeah.
And they just pick it up. And then others they don't. They just walk away. I'm like, really?
Yeah. If you got a big dog and you walk away, you should be shot.
I called out this older guy once, and he just turned around and he screamed at me, "What are you, the police?" And I'm like, "You're leaving a big pile of shit right on the sidewalk, though."
Asshole.
So now I don't get involved because these people will they'll fucking strangle you.
Oh yeah, they're serious about the dogs.
Huh?
They're serious about the dogs.
Well, then fucking let them shit in the street, not on the sidewalk. Right?
Yeah.
My dog runs free in Central Park every morning and night. There's a program.
Oh yeah, definitely in Central Park. There's a whole little area where dogs run free in a little loop.
Oh, the dog parks.
But this is not a dog park. This is just one area that they picked as a dog park, and it's let the dogs run free.
But it's wide open and it's not fenced in.
It's not. It's wide open. It's fenced in, but it's a big yard. It's
Yeah.
a big part of the park, right on the east side.
All right. Well, that's how we start, I guess. Dog poop.
If you single too, you don't mind walking a dog because you're gonna run into so many broads.
Yeah,
Right.
they're gonna say the dog's cute. Oh, yeah, it's phenomenal.
And what's his name? Rapey.
How does your dog do out there? Because I always love the confrontation between the two dogs, and one just takes over the other dog. And
My dog was kind of a bully, even though he was like
so that makes
8
you,
pounds,
but that
9
makes you
pounds.
feel good, right?
Oh yeah.
Instead of being the docile dog where every dog in the neighborhood is humping, right?
Yeah.
Don't you
Yeah.
want your dog to be the aggressor?
Even if it's a small dog, you want him to have some pride in himself.
Yeah. Okay.
Push some other dogs around.
You do all right out there, meeting treating
I used
women?
to. Yeah. Oh yes, definitely at Central Park. It's international. Just
Because it's an excuse.
Ass.
Your dog starts sniffing their asses, and then you get to a couple minutes of conversation in, right?
all I need is a minute. All I need is an N, and then my rape hands can take over from there.
You could get it done in a minute.
They started
Get
the
a number?
conversation. Oh yeah, definitely.
Wow.
That's the old me, not me now.
What was
I'm
the
in a
old you?
relationship.
Well, I'm not. So what is the old you? I've been out of the game for a while. So how do you get a number in a minute? All right. So I'm the dog walker. I'm the chick.
Okay.
I'm like, wow, I love your dog. Is that a Yorkie?
Yes. Do you want him? You can have him right now.
No, I don't want him, but he's really
I
cute.
wonder if you can babysit. Want to babysit sometime? Wait, you got a boyfriend?
No.
Wow,
No,
You know what? Take your phone now. Where's your phone? You got your phone?
yeah, but
Give me your phone.
give me your phone. I
Give me
just
your
met
phone.
you.
It don't matter. I'm right here. What do you think? I'm gonna run away with a Yorkie? You
Why
gonna tell
do
the cops a black dude with a Yorkie just stole my phone?
Why do you want my phone?
Because I want to see you again.
I mean, see you again?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do to my phone if I give it to you?
I'm gonna put my number in it, and then I'm gonna take a picture with it,
And then what?
and then we're gonna link up later. You live around here?
Yeah, I live like 2 blocks away.
Perfect. Perfect. I said.
He's an animal. He's beautiful.
If you know how.
I almost actually gave him my phone. I almost gave him my phone.
What was romantic bullying?
I know, right?
I leave you no out.
What was creepy about that was he was looking right into your eyes.
Right into him.
That was a little too real, man. Oh my god.
I was reaching for my phone. I go, but Sherrod already has my number, so why am I giving my phone?
Calling you tonight, Jim.
Let me go to Jose on Long Island. Jose, good morning, buddy.
Good morning, Opie. How are you?
We're doing all right. Scratchy throat, but I'll be fine.
Yeah, I suffer from the same stuff, man. Nothing you can do about it. So I was in the city last week. I took my daughter to the Museum of Modern Art, and it's a really nice area, really rich area. Yep, you got it.
Yes.
And, actually, no, that's the Metropolitan Museum of Modern Art. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you went to the Met.
Yes, the Met.
Okay, went to the Met. Nice.
So it's that area is like really, really nice, really ritzy. So I see this lady walking her two like really tiny little dogs, she's all dressed up in fur, whatnot. She all of a sudden, so I see the dog start going to pee, and she bends over with those specimen cups that you kind of get from the doctor for humans.
Right.
Puts it underneath the dog and just gets piss all over her hands.
How hard were you?
She was getting
I was like, wow, I don't know what the feelings I'm feeling right now.
she was getting a pee specimen from her dog.
It was ridiculous. I'm like,
You have to do
I
it.
love your dogs, but
God,
I guess
we had dogs our entire fucking life. We never got a pee specimen.
You just left them in the back till they died.
We just let them go until they dropped. They had good lives, and the odds were very, very good that they weren't going to make it to old age because we lived on a main road with no fence. We lost at least 3.
Really?
No joke, at least 3. Yeah, you would think over the years we would build a fucking fence.
Put a fence or get the electric collar on the dogs.
Well, one went, and we're convinced he was done. He was getting old, and he's like, I see these cars going by every day. There's my out before I start suffering.
Did you ever see one of the dogs?
We're convinced he took his own life.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I got an owner that thinks he's allergic to grass and trees. I got no shot of ever going outside again.
Nothing to live for.
Yeah.
We only had one dog that we tried to do the right thing and took it to the vet. It has, had the start of tumors, and the vet's like, you know what, Fresca. I told this story over the years, and they said, oh, this is easy. We'll get rid of the tumors. He'll be good as gold, right? So then we're waiting for the call from the vet to go pick him up. And oh boy, something went horribly wrong.
And the surgery?
And we never got to bring him home. So we should have probably just let him be.
Wait, how old were you two? How old?
Oh God, this is a long fucking
This
time
affected
ago.
you. This affected you.
Oh yeah, I wasn't 12, 13-ish, 14-ish, somewhere in that area. Yeah, but we were told, this is a piece of cake. We'll give you a call when it's time to pick him up.
Now, do you think something really went wrong, or did they then have the heart to tell you kids that it was the dog?
They told my parents that it was a no-brainer. So I don't know what the fuck happened, but we didn't bring him home. So fuck the vets.
Yeah, it was probably
Fuck the pea specimens. Let your dog just fucking go until he drops.
You should have took him to Dr. Pole on National Geographic.
Yeah.
He would have cut his balls off.
But I think this is so many years ago. I don't think they really knew what the fuck they were doing.
They didn't care as much.
The vets, I believe, didn't know what they were doing. I mean, we're thinking, what, 20, 25 years ago.
Right.
So I don't know if they knew what the fuck they were doing.
I think vets back then were
30 years ago, probably.
They were mostly people who like fail human doctory.
That's what I'm thinking.
right. Yeah,
It's like, there's all cats and parrots from here on
They
in.
want to be regular doctors. They were at the low end of the fucking class, so they said, fuck, I'll just operate on dogs and cats.
they gave him an extra shot or two. Wasn't too much.
And then eventually it became a specialty where you actually went into it.
People majored in it.
But I think Sherrod's right. I think everyone's like, I'm going to be a doctor. Well, you're a shitty doctor, so you go work with the animals. I really believe this, by the way, until they figured their shit out.
So they made a real school of it.
Yes. Anything else, Jose?
Nah, yeah, I mean, the best part of it, though, is her, like, putting the lid back on, and she actually had, like, a little wipe that she didn't wipe her hands. She wiped the lid. It was the weirdest thing. I couldn't understand it. I don't know what was going through her
Because first
head.
of all, if you got to take like urine samples from your dog, you already been through some shit with this dog as far as touching things you shouldn't touch. You know what I'm saying? You already said like, the dog's shitting everywhere. I got to clean up shit off his ass. Got to take him to the vet, and now you're going through this. So you already been through worse things than pee on your hand.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
All right. Thanks, Jose.
All right, man. See you guys.
Let me go to Scott in Canada. Scott, go ahead.
Hey, Hope.
Good morning.
Yeah, with you talking about the dog that killed itself, I saw one do it myself. We had a beagle, and this thing, like we live out in the country, and it never went in the front yard. And one day the gate was open, it walked out, and it slowly started walking away for us to follow it. It went into the ditch, stared at us over its shoulder like a sad puppy dog looked, and walked right underneath an 18-wheeler.
Wow. Committing suicide.
Wait a
I was
minute.
6, and that still haunts me to this day. Those sad puppy dog eyes, you just hear the...
Give us a call if your dog committed suicide.
Damn.
So I believe that's true. You know what? Because when I watch like these nature shows, and they show like the old wolf that finally lost a battle,
Right.
He'll just walk off by himself and leave the pack,
And that's it for
and that's
him.
it, and just go die somewhere by himself. What
It's
My dog will get mad, definitely.
do you mean?
Like when I used to have sex, she'd be in the room and she'd be dry humping my leg as it was going on.
Really?
Yeah, my ex would get mad. She said, "Come on, you got to be kidding." So one time I put her outside the bedroom and I shut the door and she shit right outside the door. She left a turd because I didn't leave her in the room. So I got to leave her in the room at least because she was dry humping my leg as I'm banging, and I didn't care. I'm like, it's kind of like a threesome.
That was still the
Two
best,
chicks.
Still the best breakup you ever had in your life. You and that dog shitting in front of your door.
Right in front of the door, like, okay, you're not gonna let me in there, motherfucker, and left a fucking Tootsie
That's
Roll
funny.
turd
That
right
is-
outside the door.
Cats are evil. They'll do that shit. They'll stare at you when you're naked and just judge you.
Really?
You can see their eyes going right through you. Like, oh, you fucking human garbage.
I know.
Piece of shit.
You ever see this cat's eyes squint when they see you naked?
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck are they seeing right now? What are they fucking thinking? Oh, wow.
Oh shit!
You never had that try with your little Yorkie?
She would leave. She knew, like I knew when I was getting laid sometime because she would leave the room.
Really? She wouldn't be
She
jealous
knew it
and
was
want to
on.
be on.
Never.
She knew
It was a boy too. It was a boy dog. It was a
Okay.
male.
All right.
He would jump out the bed. I had doggy steps for him. He would beat it.
He just knew.
He knew.
No
That son of a
kidding.
bitch knew.
He didn't
in the
even
air.
start dry humping
No.
the girl's leg or anything like
No,
that.
he would sometimes bring his his stuffed animals or something and dry hump it on the floor like one of his toys or something. In
As
front
you
of
guys
him.
were fucking,
Not as we was fucking, but maybe before.
right? Yeah.
And then he would leave.
Wow.
He would leave the
Nice.
room. The motherfucker's
Mine
a
wants
gentleman.
right in, wants in the mix.
Let's go to Anthony in New York. Anthony,
Hey, what's going on, Hope? How you guys doing today?
we're doing good, brother.
Oh, I'm a second-year psychology major in NYU, and they were talking about our first year about compassion. And they talk about children who ask for pets, who don't get them, develop issues. So you better get your kids some dogs.
Oh.
And this is what I would do.
Yeah.
I get a big Rottweiler, name him Opie, and get a little piece of shit Chihuahua and name him Anthony.
No.
There you go. Dragging that shit out.
Dragging
The
that
white
shit out
man's
of
the
nowhere.
devil. The white man is the devil. I tried to tell you that.
Holy fuck! I'm not doing a me versus him thing. Thanks, Anthony.
You got to get your kids a pet, though. They have no pets, like a turtle or some shit?
I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe a bird.
A bird.
I had some finches. I ran through about 12 finches.
I want
a finch.
I want a bird, and I want to let it just fly around my place.
And just shit all over your apartment?
Yeah.
The thing with a bird, they get loud, and then you leave the cover on their cage, and you forget, and they die. Because they think it's night all the time, and they will die under there.
And they just say, "Fuck it, I guess this is my my death." I don't know.
No, you should get a dog, a little dog.
You can't have a dog in the city. It's a pain in the ass. I just went through it.
It's hard work, but you can do it.
I want to. If I get a yard, then I'll get a dog. Period.
But then you can't go out in the yard because you're allergic to everything.
Yeah.
No, I could.
You're allergic to the dog, the grass, the trees.
I just have to take my medicine, and I just don't touch shit.
Do you have to wear boots and gloves in the summer?
No, the key is don't touch shit.
But it's the summer. There's grass and trees everywhere.
It's like right now, it's going to be bad for the next 2 weeks with the pollen. And then when everything grows in, then I just don't touch shit, and I'm good.
But if you go out,
and every
for
once in a while,
Still walking
I
on
get
it,
a
you're still
flare.
around it, though.
Yeah.
It's still in the air.
I have figured it out.
It's all in your head. That's what I figured it out, too. It's all in your head.
I can't mow the lawn. I can't like pull out weeds and all that
See,
shit.
he's setting himself up
Yeah.
for when he gets a house in the suburbs.
Yep.
He's setting himself
you
up.
don't have to do the yard
tell his
work.
wife, I can't do the yard work. He's already laying the groundwork.
Okay.
Of
I get it.
course.
I get it.
Absolutely.
Who the fuck wants to do that shit in the end?
I mow my lawn. I love doing
No,
weeding
you
and
don't.
mulch. Yes, I do.
You don't love it.
Some
I love
people
it.
might-
I used to be a landscaper, so I like getting out there and doing it.
What kind of mower you got? You got one of those
It's a
riding mowers?
Toro. No, I don't have a rider. It's a push.
Nice.
It's a push with a little help, though? Or is it old school where
No,
it's
it's a little
real
help.
push?
No, it's a little help.
You got a little help?
Absolutely.
How big is the yard?
It's pretty big.
Really? You love getting out there in the summer?
Yeah, it takes about 40 minutes to cut the lawn.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So, you
It's like cutting my hair.
Yeah, I got the weed eater.
You play some tunes, probably.
Nah, it's kind of loud. You just go and
fucking
just
deal.
do it.
Just lose yourself in it.
Yeah.
You got some time to yourself.
Put some mulch down, plant some bushes.
Florentine's a real psychopath.
I did that shit before I did comedy. I was a landscaper. That's the only thing I have to fall back on. I got nothing else.
Where you at with wood chips?
I don't like the wood chips. They blow
You don't
all
go
over the
wood
place.
chips?
No.
No.
Stone is better. Mulch is a pain in the ass. You got to
Right.
keep fucking putting it up, down every 6 months.
Do you make your own mulch?
No, fuck that.
In a
I do
fucking-
get Mexicans, though. I come to cut down trees and then cut up firewood.
get
I don't
'em?
cut the firewood.
Craigslist?
No, I get them at the 7-Eleven. They hang out there.
Hang right there.
Yeah.
That's convenient.
There was like 20 of them, and I went out. I go, look, I need 3 to cut down some trees and cut up some wood,
Right.
and just do some cleanup around the yard. And 9 of them were jumping in my car.
I believe it.
They were.
One almost jumped in my son's car seat. I'm like, no, I only need 3. And they were like, I don't know what to do.
He could fit too.
I felt like I was a safari at Six Flags. I'm like, look, I just need 3 to try to pile in. Guy in the front. I'm like, no, you guys got to go in the back. And then there was 3 of them in the back, just complete silence for like 25 minutes to my house. English.
Right.
They work their asses off, too.
Oh, they were they don't even take lunch.
My brother had a few side businesses and had to pick those guys up all the time. He tells a story, though. He got like 5 of them, and 2 were just fucking not doing well whatsoever.
Right.
And he goes like, there, come here, and throws them back in the truck and brings them right back to where he got them.
Good.
And grabbed 2 new ones.
Good.
It is competition out there.
I grabbed 2 Mexicans one time, but I just took them to a Yankee game. You guys like baseball?
How great would that be?
It'd be amazing. We should film
Pay him
it.
for a day's work and go, but we're not working. We're going to Yankee
We go to
Stadium.
Scores, and we go to Yankee Stadium.
Scores? Yeah, imagine that.
My brother wanted to get one for his birthday party for his kid, his 6-year-old kid, to dress up like Spider-Man. And his wife's like, you don't know where this guy's been. He might be touching these kids to take pictures.
Wait, what do you mean? He grabbed a Mexican to
wanted
play
to get him-
Spider-Man?
Yeah, for his kid's party.
Did he ask?
No, he wanted to. His wife wouldn't let him. He was going to pick one up.
God bless wives.
He's like $50. She's like, we don't know what this guy is. He might be touching these kids, taking pictures of him.
Did you have a costume for the guy?
Yeah, he had the costume.
He
Yeah,
did.
he got the costume. Yeah.
So he looked around to see who might fit in the costume? Your brother's nuts. Is that real?
He hires them for his barbecue. They bring their own grill for like an extra $25. They'll bring their own grill.
And grill for
Yeah, and grill for you too. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that
I think
either.
they like 2 or 3, and they'll cook everything. They got the grill.
I thought they did just
ice. Everything.
I thought they just did yard work.
No.
They diversify.
Oh yeah,
No kidding.
They got to step it up a notch.
My grandparents' dog has shit pockets that need to be popped twice a week.
Twice a week.
What's a shit pocket?
The back of the dog's ass, they got those glands that you got to clean out. The vet usually clean it out, or the groomer. Your groomer usually takes care of it.
Nah, man.
But yeah, they got to squeeze them out. It's little glands in the back of your dog's ass.
Dude, I come from a I come from a time we didn't know what shit pockets were or any of that shit.
Yeah, well, that's why your dogs only lasted 5 years.
No, I told you they lasted because
that's
of
why
the traffic.
they were running into traffic on purpose.
No, they had full shit pockets. I would run into traffic too.
Exactly.
I'll have you
I
know.
smell like shit all day. I'd fucking run into a car.
I'll have you know, Sprite lived a very full life before he decided to take his own life.
The full life isn't 4 years.
No. Then we had Frozen Dog one day. That was creepy.
What?
Frozen Dog. Stiff dog.
What do you mean?
Woke up in the morning and there's, that was natural causes in the house.
What?
What's natural about it?
Yeah,
What are you
he froze
talking about?
Dead.
He froze?
Well, I call it Frozen Dog because it's stiff because it died overnight.
Oh, you mean it was just a
Like,
dead dog?
How old were these dogs all these dogs that died in your house? There could be. He might be up on charges.
Wait a minute, wait.
What's the
It was-
statute of limitations?
Rigor mortis don't kick in overnight, nigga.
I know.
We had one.
Y'all killed that dog, man.
We had Shasta, I think. Right, Shasta? I'm trying to remember now. We had the white one that he died when we were
He stayed
real
in the
young.
house, huh? The white
No,
one?
he got hit by a car as well.
You think
But we
there's-
were real young on that one. It was a white. I was too young to remember. A white, long-haired dog. Fuck, I don't know. But that one we lost in traffic as well.
You think there's dead dogs in the floorboards like on hoarders?
So
They're just little dogs that we
did you guys have
had in the Hughes
you're
house.
talking.
Did you guys ever close?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever close the front door?
Well, I mean, when we got older, we figured out that maybe it's smart to keep the front door closed because that was the easy pass to the
How
traffic
many
too.
kids was in the house? How many siblings you got?
I'm one of 7, but then we had.
Oh my God! That
But then
dog
we had
took a
other
beating.
we had other kids. We had other kids coming and going too. So sometimes we're up to 9.
Oh, those
What happened?
dogs!
2 of them
Y'all use
jumped-
them as horses and
Look, and the ages are varied. So I mean, we had dogs for 30. Probably 30, fuck, my brothers are young, 35 years. So, I mean, that's not crazy to say we had about 5 family dogs.
Yeah, I had
in that
about
stretch.
4 or
Did you ever
5.
have 2 at the same time?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely had 2 at the same time.
I had 2
And
at
my
the same time
parents.
who died at the same time because we just neglected them. I was young, though. I was like 7, 8. Oh. But it was 2 like good-looking dogs too. 2 little twin boys.
Really?
Yeah,
Right at the same time?
same time.
Why?
You didn't take care of
Because I
them?
didn't take care of them. I ain't gonna sit here and lie and
What
say
did
it
they-
was something in there.
So how did they die?
All you have to do is feed them.
But I was young, and I was baseball's my new shit. And
But
I
you
left them.
just throw scraps down at the
They were
very
down in the
least.
basement. It was just a pissy mess. And my mother's like, "You're in charge." I was like, "I got it."
Oh my God! What kind of dogs were they?
Just like 2 mutts, but they were just the cutest dogs.
And you killed them?
And
No,
were-
I killed them.
Obviously,
I ain't gonna lie.
they weren't
It
that
was
cute.
big.
They didn't make
They
it.
were so cute.
How'd you feel about that
The
as a kid?
novelty too ran off. I was young. I was like 7, 8. So
Your mom's making you take care of dogs
because
at
I begged
7.
for them, I begged for them. I gotta have them.
Well, your mom probably should have stepped in as
But she was
the
taking care of-
responsible parent.
For a while, she was, and then she was like, "You know what?" I said, "It's you," and I was like, "I got it. I don't need help." I needed help. The motherfuckers is dead right next to each other.
Oh, Jesus.
How did they die both at the
Like
same time,
bookends.
though?
I don't know. Maybe one got sick and got the other one sick. I never took them to the vet. This was before vet days.
So you didn't know shit pockets either?
No, hell no.
My family, when a dog died, their thing was to get a dog immediately.
Another one.
Immediately.
Yeah.
No mourning in our house.
Oh, really?
Here's the new fucking puppy. Next day. And
Just
we're all-
mask the pain. Just
That's-
mask it.
Yeah,
Just
sometimes
mask
it's
it.
better. You're supposed to wait a while.
They were good
Get
at
over
that.
to one
Yeah.
to
They
move
were
on
good
to
at
the next
that.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you wait a while, sometimes you're not going to get another dog. I'm like, I'm going to rescue at some point. My dog died in 2010. Still like this. I don't want no damn dog in my house.
No, you have no dogs right now.
No dogs right now.
Oh.
And yeah, because my dog, once you get a new dog, it's like, I got to tell him how the old dog was, I like how my dog behaved. We were together for 15 years. I bring a new punk in my house, pissing everywhere. I tried with a British bulldog, cute dog. That motherfucker was a terror.
Oh, really?
So what'd you do? Did you kill it?
No, I wish I did. It was only
Gave
3
it to
days.
Michael Vick? What did you do?
I had it for 3 days, and I told the dude the breeder, I was like, let me see how it can go. He was a fan, so he let me hold it for like 2-3 days. I was like, come get this fucking dog. Chewed the side of my dresser.
Oh, wow.
Chewed the leg.
Right.
A wood dresser.
Wow.
I was like, this is not like a Yorkie.
Yeah.
How'd you feel as an 8-year-old, like when you realized, oh, I'm a murderer now?
Oh, it was a bad feeling. I ran. I just ran and didn't go back downstairs. I was crying. My mother went down there. I was like, see, I told you to take care of them. And they were just dead next to each other.
God damn,
Did you
that's
bury
a tough
him in the
lesson to
backyard?
learn.
Or?
I was out of it after that. After
You're
they
out of
dead,
it.
I was like, I'm a kid. I don't got to deal with all the cleanup.
How old
Even
were the
in
dogs
death,
when
you
they
didn't take
died?
care of those dogs.
I would say maybe 1.
You couldn't even keep them alive for a
You
year?
killed some puppies,
Oh, my God.
Look, I don't feel good about it.
and then you
life.
wouldn't even take care of them when they were dead.
No. It was too much. It was too
What-
traumatizing.
Did it take you a long time to go back down in the basement after
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, Sherrod. Jesus.
Just
It wasn't
remind-
a proper burial, too. My mother just threw me in a garbage bag. It wasn't respectful at all.
That was my dad's job, though. He would roll, the dog in a blanket or something, just take off. I wish I asked him before he went. Where did he go with these dogs? Did he
Roll
drop
them in a
off?
blanket?
And he wasn't paying to get rid of dogs, so
Right.
if he brought it to a vet, he was leaving it right on the fucking stoop.
You think he just dumped them
I
on
did
the
the same
side
thing.
of the LIE?
If I had to guess, I would assume he, maybe not on the side of the LIE, but he probably went up into the woods and thought this was the proper way or something. I don't know.
When my dog died in
We
2010,
never asked him.
I took him to the vet on the east side, and it was like, his lung thing was disconnected. You should put him down. I was like, all right, fuck it, put him down. They sent me a bill for the dead dog. I was like, he's dead. Don't send me a bill. You didn't save him. Rip.
You never paid it?
No. It's a dead dog.
Oh God! Putting a dog down is brutal, though. Although we never experienced that.
It's brutal.
Oh, you didn't?
No,
It's the
They
worst.
just waited for cars to go by.
Yeah.
the cars or the.
When it was time to put the dog down, they
Yeah.
just left the front door open.
Yeah, like, all right, it's rush hour.
Traffic,
Let's
I take
open
them
the
down.
door.
Right. We're just going to stop cleaning out his shit pocket and leave the door open.
Oh, man.
Yes, all our dogs were named after drinks. Fresca, Sprite, Shasta. I know there's another one in there.
Awful drinks, too.
I know. What have Coke and Pepsi?
Yeah, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Mountain Dew.
White lightning.
We're little kids. Fresca was big back
What,
then.
you have RC Cola? too,
RC
is one of them?
Cola.
It's my dog,
No, that would be
Jolt.
it. RC Cola would be like a ghetto dog, right?
RC Cola? No.
I don't know.
RC
Shasta's
Cola.
pretty ghetto.
You think Shasta's pretty ghetto?
Oh, yeah.
Well, do they have a grape?
It's my hamster, Fago.
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 Putting a dog down, though. I mean, we
I've never done that.
we all either have done it or know someone that has, and it's just not.
It's emotional.
It's brutal, right?
And a vet will be like, do you want 1 more minute? You want to go in there with them? Or do you want to, after they give the shot, to put them down?
Really?
Like, you can stay in the room with them and see, like, the life drain out of them. It's brutal.
It's bad.
It's brutal.
You never did it?
But you'd
No,
rather be there.
my dog's 9 now. They usually live to like 15, 16, but
Yeah.
you never know. It's going to be a rough day.
Yeah,
telling
it's a
you.
bad one.
You're pretty attached to the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never been so scared in my life. Running to the fucking vet with my dog in my arms.
In 2010.
Yeah. Running in the east side. Me with a Yorkie, motherfucker. Me.
How old was the
Running and
Yorkie?
crying with a Yorkie in my hand, dying. He was 15. He turned 15.
Yeah.
Well, he had a
Had
good
him in-
life.
Yeah, he had a great life. That son of a bitch.
Why do they only
Yeah,
live
thank God you didn't have a basement.
Oh, yeah.
a house of horror? Why do they only live about 15 years? What the fuck?
That's not bad, though. 15, 16.
That's shitty.
That's for a
lot of-
dog. That's a long time.
I
Usually
know
it's
it
7,
is.
8 years.
Why though?
The metabolism runs too fast. Everybody says like a dog, you do the years in 7 years. It's not true. It's only 7 years for the first 2-3 years. That's how you count it. So the first 2 years of life is like 7, 14, and then it's like every year is like 4 years. Then it goes to every year is like 3 years.
Right.
So it's not always 7 years.
I gotcha. Huh.
They burn a lot of fucking energy.
Is that why they don't live that long?
That's one of the reasons.
You see in the fucking paper today, speaking of animals, there's one white rhino left, and they're guarding it 24 hours a day. Did anyone else see this story in the paper?
No.
I think it's one of the African...
Are they killing them for the horns? They trying to take the horn?
They're killing it for the horns because these assholes all over the fucking world think, it cures everything from hangovers to make your dick hard.
Yeah.
The rhino, the actual horn.
Yeah.
It's more expensive than cocaine on the street to get this shit. So they kill, and they're lazy. They'd rather kill the rhino. Well, I guess, I don't know how else they would do it, I guess. But they kill the rhino, grab the fucking horn, grind it down, and they sell it for a shitload of money all over,
Asia.
Mostly Asian countries. There it is. Armed men guard last rhino.
Wow.
It's a white rhino. They're saying this is the last one in the fucking world. And these guys are trained to just to guard this thing. They got a GPS on the fucking rhino. I mean, they're taking this really seriously.
I mean,
this is the last one. I guess they have a couple females, but this is the last male rhino.
I wonder if because the horn's been sawed off. I wonder if they sawed his horn off so poachers wouldn't get it.
That's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
People have figured out if you saw the horns
Take
off,
away the value.
It's useless to the poachers, and they pretty much leave these things alone.
Even though some still grind up the bones.
Or, you know what? I mean, you got to saw it off good, because I bet you if there's a little nub, they could get a little action off that and grind that shit down.
And a horn is nothing but the same shit your nail is made out of.
No kidding.
It got nothing in it for magical purposes, you stupid ass.
Fucking... We're just disgusting. Human beings are disgusting. We can't figure this out, that shit doesn't work. Pop a Viagra or something.
We are the worst.
You got the story, though? Because it's pretty interesting.
I don't see it in his pay. I don't see
Is
it
in
the...
It's probably
Daily
in the
News or the Post?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Those papers are the same to me, to be honest with you. But maybe we have it online here. With one male left, with one male left worldwide, northern white rhinos under guard day and night. Oh, we got an actual story. Yeah, let's just play the story.
They're hunted down in the wild across South Africa and killed just for their horns. I'm talking about rhinos, an endangered species being poached in increasing numbers.
Now, since the first of this year, get this, a record 1,020 of them have been slaughtered. Now, that already tops the figure for the whole of 2013, proving the threat of poaching has only continued to escalate.
Government officials say it's all part of a multi-billion-dollar worldwide illicit wildlife trade. South Africa's worked to fight poaching with a number of initiatives, but still the killings have continued. A short time ago, I spoke with Jeffrey Gettleman, East African bureau chief for the New York Times. I began by asking him if we're close to seeing an entire species wiped out.
A lot of people are really worried about extinction because there's only a few thousand rhinos of certain species still left. And the pressure on these animals is enormous, and nobody's been able to stop the poaching. So all across Africa, you have networks of people that are looking to slaughter rhinos for their horns. And it's basically like a supply and demand problem. The demand is enormous. The supply is small. And I was talking to one conservation game ranger who said that this is like the war on drugs. It's unwinnable as long as there's a huge demand for rhino horn. And that's what we're seeing right now.
Wow. And that demand, of course, is because of the price. I understand poachers can receive up to $95,000 for rhino horns, and we're now seeing terrorist networks like Boko Haram and Al-Shabaab trading them. How much is this industry worth?
It's worth millions, and it's crazy. A rhino horn can weigh something like 5 to 8 kilos, and on the streets of Vietnam, where people covet rhino horns because they believe that they have medicinal properties, 1 kilo of rhino horn can cost $65,000.
What?
That's more than gold. That's more than cocaine. That's more than just about anything. So there's a huge industry that has recently spawned around the poaching and trafficking of these horns. It's the same thing with ivory. I did a big series for the paper, the New York Times, about the ivory demand, and it's the same exact problem. You have parts of Asia where there's an enormous market for these products, and then the places that they're coming from are some of the worst governed, most chaotic, most corrupt parts of Africa. And when you put the two together, there's just thousands of animals that are getting slaughtered, and nobody's been able to stop it.
Why is the demand so high in places like China and Vietnam? and Thailand,
They're idiots.
and does it need to be stopped there as opposed to at the source?
That's exactly it. That's what everybody says. Now, people believe in Vietnam. People believe that rhino horn carries, super properties that can help cure cancer, cure impotence, cure a whole number of things. And as a result, the demand for ground up rhino horn, which is basically the same material that's in our fingernails and in our hair, has been soaring as these economies have grown. So China now has a middle class of several hundred million people. Vietnam now has a middle class of tens of millions of people. These people have money to pursue these hobbies, to use animal products for medicinal properties, and that's where the demand is coming from.
Now, the largest number of rhinos killed so far this year in the Kruger National Park. What are authorities there doing, the government, park rangers, to stop this illicit trade?
They're trying a number of things. I went out there somewhat recently, and they were trying to use drones, surveillance flights.
Jesus
One of the
Christ,
most
look at that.
interesting approaches to anti-poaching is trying to empower local communities and to say to people that live in these areas of Africa where these animals roam, listen, you're going to lose a lot of money in tourism and other forms of development if you don't protect these animals. People come from all around the world to your place to see these animals, and if these animals get wiped out, then you're out of, your schools are going to lose money. There's not going to be as many jobs. You're not going to get direct benefits from all the tourists who come.
None of those people are going to listen to that shit. They make, what, $5 a year? And all they have to do is maybe look the other way to get a little,
It's so many Chinese people,
right?
That if they want some shit,
yeah,
they gonna get it.
Of course,
they gonna get it.
They got the numbers.
They got the numbers to get what they want. And if you got a growing middle class, it's gonna get ugly.
They're not gonna be able to stop that shit.
No,
they're just not.
So
you got a lot of poor people, and you want them to, protect the rhinos.
Yeah.
When they could easily take a bribe. Are you kidding me?
And feed their families.
Exactly. For a long time. That's horrible. But yeah, we're down to one white rhino. And they're guarding it 24 hours a day. And they got 2 male rhinos. They're hoping that, the male does the right thing. And the problem is that the rhino's 42. And he doesn't really feel like having as much sex. So they're like, wow, we're kind of fucked here. We got an old rhino that we're counting on to keep the species going. So they might have to take some of his sperm out and maybe try to...
Have they ever done that before?
I think...
Artificial insemination for a rhino and successfully?
Somebody's got to jerk that thing off.
in the paper today...
they got a few more out before he dies.
Yeah, in the paper they're basically hinting that they're going to probably have to try that because this guy's not doing what it should be doing. Some of that fucking, because he's 42 years old.
I mean, yeah, he's an old rhino. He's been ducking these motherfuckers with his horn the whole time. That's a long life. In rhino years, that's a long time to be ducking.
And I bet if, someone takes your horn off, I don't know if that's going to help with your sex life.
Oh, if they cut it down? Yeah.
But I mean, you could.
Yeah, the rhino's not going to feel sexy anymore.
That's what I mean.
Maybe he feels like he's bald. He's like, I'm losing it.
Right, that's what I mean.
No chick rhinos are going to look at me anymore.
Do I look fat without a horn?
Yeah, he doesn't get a hard on. He's like, I'm done. All right, I checked out.
I look like a silly goose without my horn.
Yeah.
It's really just a cow.
I can't get it up.
Right. There's no rhino hat to cover his bald head.
There's a land manatee without a fucking horn.
No, he just looked like a retarded cow.
Oh man, it's sad, man. If I'm talking about if China got a demand for it, and they got more dispendable income,
right? You're not going to stop this.
Good luck.
I mean, what do you do? Maybe they try to cut off the horns with all the ones they could find.
You got to get the local people to protect. If the locals ain't protecting those rhinos, like they feel like they got a vested interest.
Well, you got to make it worth their while.
Yeah, the money got to come back to them, and they see some of this money from tourism.
Right. You can't say, well, it's going to affect your tourism.
It's like they get nothing from that now. So what do they care?
They're just thinking right now. I make absolutely no money, and there's a guy over there saying, "Hey, man, just look the other way. I'm going to come, over this fence tonight and grab that rhino horn over there. Here's a few thousand."
And it's a few
Who's not making that deal?
It's a few million to these people.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
So you got a choice between cutting a rhino's horn off or watching your kids starve and die.
Right. And I mean,
dead fucking rhino.
And they're saying it cures they think it cures everything from a hangover all the way to getting your dick hard.
Yeah.
And maybe curing some cancer in there as well. But there's so much shit that makes your dick hard.
Yeah.
Why would you go, well, but I need the rhino shit?
I don't know. It's like, I don't get it. Like Viagra's here, everything. Cialis.
Right.
Don't they know anything about any of these things?
I don't know. Check out let's see, try putting down, okay, they don't actually have to kill a rhino to harvest the horns. They could tranquilize it. He'll be fine and the horn grows back. No, I know that.
Yeah, they could do that, but they're not doing that. Because it's already illegal. So you're not going to take up all that time to wait and put it out and put it up. And
yeah.
You're going to get arrested.
Oh, no, but that's what the people are doing. So, because to the poacher, they see it without the horn. They're
That's
like,
what the
all right,
good
that's
people
useless.
are doing. But the poachers ain't going to.
But I think the poacher's so desperate. If he sees a rhino with the horn down, he's thinking there might be still a little something there.
It's like a penis.
I could scrape out.
It's 2 inches inside you.
Right.
Already.
Yeah. It's a little nub.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe you're not getting the whole horn, but you still got some action in there.
They grind the bones too. They take the bones and they grind the bones and use that for medicine too. So the whole thing.
Humans are just disgusting at times.
We're the worst. We're the
just
worst.
Disgusting.
The Matrix, the movie, was right about us. We're a virus
on this fucking planet.
Yep.
All right. I think that was it on the white rhino, but down to one. One left, and he's 42.
If you told me it
doesn't feel like having sex.
If you told me there's one other thing that was one left and it was white, I would be so happy. But this is
you son of a bitch. And they only live.
See how they care about the white rhino?
Yes, black rhinos get shot every day by police.
Yeah, there's no black rhino. They're not doing a story on that. There's one black rhino left.
That's right.
They're saying there's too many black rhinos. Way too many. They're taking over a lot of the land.
I don't want a black rhino fucking my daughter, is what I'm saying.
Right. Lifespan of the white rhino, 40 to 50 years. So this fucking rhino, that's the last one on Earth, man. They better hurry up and get that sperm out of there.
I had no idea they lived that long.
No clue.
How long does it take for that horn to get?
That's a good question. I don't know. How quickly does it grow back?
I don't know if it does. Does it grow back?
I would assume it grows back.
Yeah, it says the lifespan is 40 to 50 years.
Right. I would assume it grows back.
So once they cut it, it'll grow back. They got to cut it again? That is... Damn. Elephants went through the same things with the tusk. It's like, what the fuck? What's wrong with us?
I don't know.
What's going on with us?
We got problems.
We got some serious problems, man.
We got problems.
It's like rhinos ain't safe. It's like, what is safe?
I don't know.
Pigeons? Pigeons seem to be thriving.
Yeah, fuck. Someone start a rumor that pigeons get your dick hard. Got way too many of those fucking things in this city. They're useless, too. They're ugly.
I heard that they're delicious, though. They still eat them in France.
They're not delicious.
Delicious.
No. Then why are we eating them in New York?
The only reason they're here is because people brought them here for food.
All right, let's try
Back in the day.
Where do we get pigeon? I want to try some pigeon.
It'll be a French restaurant. It's going to be the best bird you ever tasted in your life.
No, you're crazy.
It's a challenge laid down.
Better than
Would you
chicken.
eat pigeon?
Yeah,
I'd try it, but it's probably people probably think it's disgusting. That's why they won't put it on a menu.
Delicious, fatty.
What part?
Better than chicken.
You've had it before?
I had a piece of it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Where did you have a piece of it?
A French restaurant. Right here in the city.
You sure it wasn't one of your cousins on a rooftop somewhere?
This is Mike Tyson.
Just
Mike Tyson's new restaurant.
Saying, fuck it, let's just throw it on the barbecue and see what happens?
Pull up pigeon, a French pigeon. They got it in the city?
It can't be delicious.
Delish.
It's probably because all the sauce. The sauces they throw on top of it.
And plus the thing with pigeons, they're full grown in a week.
What do you mean in a week?
You can't tell a baby pigeon from a parent pigeon in 1 week. They're the same size, even though one's a baby.
Really?
Yes, they grow up like a week or two. They're already full grown.
Wow.
Full grown.
Fried pigeon with, what is that?
Yeah.
A banana leaf wrapped
It's widely
rice.
described as tasting like dark chicken.
I hate dark chicken.
You don't like the dark meat?
No, I always go white.
The white meat is dry as shit, Opie.
I pay the extra for the white.
Yeah, I like the white too. That's not a.
I always go extra for the white. No legs, no legs, no wings.
No breasts?
Chicken breast.
Okay, I mean no thigh.
No thigh.
No thigh. The thigh's the best part.
No thigh, no legs. There's too much like ligament-y things in that shit.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
No.
Caller, what do you say, caller? Oh, I'm sorry.
Dark?
Yes, it's the best. Yes.
Horrible. Never like that.
Oh, you guys are wrong. Incorrect. Putting it down.
Even like a chicken leg.
You don't like chicken legs?
It's all right. Chicken
How
breast.
white are you, Opie?
Pretty white. Pretty white.
He's like, in heavens to bid, no hot sauce. Hot sauce?
I like hot sauce. Love hot sauce. So what? It's called squab.
Squab. You heard that before.
I've heard of squab.
There you go. That's all it is. Pigeon.
They have to change the name because they know no one's going to eat something on the menu.
It's French, you animal.
No, they're changing the name because they know
nobody's going to eat pigeon.
If they said we got pigeon today, no one's going to fucking eat that. But you say squab.
If they put a pigeon breast, nobody's going to eat that.
If somebody put squab and chicken on a plate and had you eat one of them, and you wouldn't even know which one was which, and you would like the squab better than you like the
$100.
$100.
I would pick that shit out in a second.
Sam, if they had squab on the menu at Fridays, would you try it?
At Fridays?
Or Applebee's, one of your
fried?
favorites. I don't know. Is it fried?
Deep fried.
I mean, I'm assuming if it's at Applebee's or Fridays, they would deep fry it.
When did you taste anything that was fried that wasn't delicious?
I would try it from there.
Oh, yeah.
You would try it?
From there, yeah, I trust them.
You trust Friendlies and Applebee's?
Yeah.
So what if it was grilled squab? Would you?
I don't know if I'd want grilled. I like deep fried.
All right.
That's a little better.
How am I full of shit because I don't like the thigh?
Somebody else said it?
I might be full of shit about things, but how am I full of shit because I said I don't like the thigh?
Because the thigh is almost like the dark meat and the white meat together
Get
in one
outta here.
piece.
Joe, go ahead. How am I full of shit if I'm telling you that I don't like the thigh?
The thigh is the best part of the thing because I work out 5 days a week. It's the most protein. It's one of the most healthiest part of the bird. Boneless, skinless chicken thighs are the best part of the bird.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe I'm missing out on this.
Oh, you're so missing out. It's disturbing.
But I'm not full of shit. I don't think I like thighs.
Just because you don't like the fucking neck bone either, the thigh's the best part of the fucking bird.
The thigh, man.
It tastes different than other parts.
Yes. It's almost a lot. Some chickens you get, if it's really, it tastes almost lobstery.
Lobstery? Cook that shit better.
Not like the texture. I'm talking about the taste.
It marinates the best. It grills the best.
Yes.
It bakes the best.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Joe. Now this guy's saying Sherrod's full of shit. Joker in Louisiana. Joker.
Sherrod, you're nuts, Sherrod. 6 to 8 weeks, the pigeon is a similar size. They're not full grown. They don't fly yet. They hop around. And it's a very gamey bird. They fly for a living. That's what they do. You send them out, you watch them fly. That's all they do. It doesn't taste good. It's strange.
Delicious.
It's nasty. No.
You got it. Somebody gave you the wrong, they didn't cook it right for you, brother.
Man, look, I raised them. Nobody cooked it for me. We cooked it ourselves. It's terrible. It's honestly one of the worst birds you can eat.
I can't. I don't agree. We got different taste buds. Can we agree on that?
There's a lot of people that are. There's a lot of people that are searching for food in New York City. You see them, with their fishing rods in the East River, hoping to get dinner.
Right.
So if pigeon was that good, they'd be trapping.
It's all
that
mentality.
Shit.
It's mentality. If you don't think something is edible, or you don't eat it, you ain't gonna eat it.
I've never seen people trap pigeons in New York because they're desperate to
They
eat.
used to.
No way.
Yes, even at the 5 points, all them niggas used to catch. They used to catch pigeons to eat them in 5 points. Right here in New York City. Right in New York City. Right here.
He goes right here. Right here.
You ain't gotta go far for the history of it.
All right, let's go to Tommy in Brooklyn. Tommy.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Listen, there's a big difference between a country pigeon and a New York City pigeon.
Okay.
Country pigeon is edible. It's good. New York pigeon, you cook that, it's going to smell and taste like shit.
I believe that because it's New York.
And I think squab is a baby pigeon. It's before it takes flight. Where just like there's mutton chop, which is an older lamb, and there's just regular lamb chops, which are a baby lamb. I think that's the difference. That's why they call it squab.
I agree.
Right.
Yes. Thank you for calling in with some knowledge, sir.
Absolutely.
Not just saying
Sherrod
is wrong. You came with knowledge.
Well, back in the day, we cooked up rats on the show.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
We were at NEW. We cooked up rats.
And how was that?
Wait, you know what? I think I remember that.
God, our stories are going away. That was one of our legendary bits.
Yes, I think I remember that.
We had 2 guys. Frenchie came in and prepared it all nice. He's a French chef, and then
you ate it.
And I did. Not a lot. I tried it, but it was good. And people actually went back for seconds.
I'm sure.
Seconds. And then another guy was just pretty much, he's probably a serial killer now. Because he cooked it up very differently, and it was just horrendous. So it's all about how you prepare it.
It's preparation.
It's preparation, what kind of spices and shit. But these people, we invited some listeners in. Another bit there's no fucking way we could do anymore. And they gobbled that shit up.
They gobbled it up.
A couple people went back for seconds.
Because it's all the same, that mammal meat.
But it wasn't city rats though.
No, it's probably like farm. It's just like rabbits.
It was. I think we got them from the pet store, I believe.
You got to raise them to be eaten. It's like some animals are bred to be eaten.
But I don't remember what it tasted like. I remember it was all right though. I just did just a tiny little just to, give it a shot. But
if you doctor it up with enough spices and everything, anything's going to taste
That's
okay.
That's what I'm thinking. We got a guy from Purdue. Really? It's gotten to this point? Barry, and he works for Purdue. Go ahead, Barry.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, I work in the production part of Purdue Poultry here in Delaware.
Oh.
And as you take a boneless chicken breast and a boneless chicken thigh and put them in a steamer, no salt, no pepper, no oil, no breading. The breast is only made for protein only. There is zero flavor in it. The reason the breast tastes so good because like you go to like Fridays or like Applebee's, they put all the breading on it, all the salt, and all the spices. But people overseas, they spend millions of pounds of chicken to like France, Europe, Russia, and places like that. They only buy thighs. That's all they buy. But we only sell breast to the people from the United States because they're cheap. They're cheap to grow, and the chickens that we sell and grow, they're only chicken breasts. Like their drumsticks are small, their thighs are small, and it's only they're only bred for chicken breasts.
Breasts, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The thigh is where the flavor is, though, man.
All right.
Yeah, we also pick up any chicken breast in the store. It says up to a 15% solution of brine, and all of that is just salt water put into the breast to make it taste good.
All right.
Brine.
Fascinating. Thanks.
Dropping that science, man.
Thank you. Wow. Where do we put these photos today? Rat eating contest. It was June 9th, 2000.
Show that picture again when he was holding a rat by the tail.
This is 15 years ago? What
That's the rat y'all ate?
Yep.
That's like a lab rat, a white rat?
Yep.
So they were bred, yeah.
And there's a picture of me after I tried it. I guess I didn't like it too much because the face I'm...
Let me see the pic?
The face I'm making, that went down a little rough. I remember it differently. I thought I didn't mind it, but
it looks like you washed it down with some iced tea or something right after you got bottled hour.
That picture tells a different story.
I'll say.
My memory is that I thought it wasn't. It was all right, I guess.
It's turning red.
I've seen that face a million times in the studio. Usually smelling Norton's gas.
Gassers?
Yeah.
What do we link this to our Facebook page today?
Oh, that's too funny.
It'll be on Facebook and Twitter, Opie and Jimmy.
All right, but you see that there were two chefs that day. One prepared it nicely.
Right.
And the other on the plate after he was done. It was just a mess.
Do you have a picture of it on a plate?
Yeah.
Let's see the plate picture. That'd be great.
I think it was out. Yeah. That might be the two.
No, which one? The one on the table was the best one?
I don't know. This has been so long ago now. I'm trying to figure this out.
And what parts of the rat did you use? What did they use, though?
You don't
use the stomach.
They killed the rats right in front of us, too.
Chop the heads?
One did it the right way, and the other was just basically...
What was the right way?
What are you talking about?
I think he just took a mallet or something, hit it right in the back of the head real fast or something. The other guy's slamming it on the table. He can't figure out how to kill the fucking thing. People were screaming and we're like, what are we doing?
Because doing good radio is what you're doing.
Well, I mean, what happens is you get these dumb ideas in your head, and then you go to the phones, and then you get a guy going, I could do this, and you just assume he's done this before. So one guy did know how to do it properly, and the other guy had no idea. I think he just wanted to be on the radio. He had no idea how to prepare it, what part to cut off the.
But he did come in and slam it against the thing, and
it was rough.
Is that onions on a plate there? Though, is this what I'm looking at?
I know there's some tomatoes there, and I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I like the one that's not being held. The plate that's not being held is probably the good plate.
I think these are. Oh, you think that's what it is? Yeah, maybe the one was all prepared nice. But look, a little lemon on the side, some tomatoes. Looks like a little balsamic.
Could be killer calamari or something. You don't know.
And the other one is just a drippy mess.
Oh,
just a drippy, watery mess on the left.
Did you eat both?
I don't remember anymore, Sherrod. Like I said, I thought I was okay with just having a taste, but that picture definitely shows that I did not enjoy that. So. We'll tweet out the pictures.
Look, you about to throw up right now.
a little burr. Time for breakfast. You guys get food?
Yeah,
That's too funny.
I want to eat that rat food right there.
Well, I would try pigeon though.
Yeah, it's a big thing. It's big. It's expensive in restaurants.
Can we get this done in the next couple hours before we get out of here?
Get some pigeon in here?
See, that's what sucks about doing early fucking radio.
Yeah.
If we were in afternoons, we could probably hustle and get this done.
That's true.
Yeah. Kenny's coming in. Kenny, would you try pigeon?